Welcome to Nevada.
This might be like one of the most beautiful rest areas I've ever seen in my life. It's absolutely crazy.
That's why I love Nevada. You just pull off, middle of nowhere, there's something amazing. In California, there'd be a million people around.
10,000
You'd have to
people
pay
parked.
$10 to park.
So last night we decided to stop in this little town, Ely, Nevada. I'm not really sure how to say it. It's a pretty cool little town though. We had been driving for quite a few hours yesterday afternoon after we left Cedar City in Utah, and I really wanted to watch like the second half of the Browns game. The Browns were on Monday Night Football last night, and I knew that it was going to be a pretty good game, so I wanted to check that out. We ended up stopping at this little restaurant right here, actually, and just sitting at the bar and watching the rest of the game. It was a lot of fun. After that, we kind of just decided to spend the night here in the city, and it is so quiet in this town that you can hear my voice echoing through the streets here. It's kind of weird. After the game, we ended up camping at a Love's truck stop a couple of blocks away from here, and we've basically decided that we're going to be spending the entire day today in this town as well. It's really like the only town along Route 50 in Nevada, basically from here until Reno, which is about 5 hours away. So this was pretty much our only chance to find a coffee shop to work at for the day today. Shannon's actually at the only coffee shop in town right now, a couple of blocks from where I am, and I'm about to go join her, get some editing done, and then at some point later this afternoon, we're going to hit the road again. I definitely get why they call this the loneliest road in America. That was like the longest 3 hours of my life. At least I had some good company and it was some absolutely beautiful scenery, but it's just a long, straight road that takes a really long time to go along.
Agreed.
So this spot here is on some BLM land really close to Route 50, about 2 or 3 miles or so in. It was really easy to get to and works out really well for us because we're kind of just passing through the area. We're planning to hang out here tonight, obviously, and then maybe a little bit tomorrow, get some work done. There is full cell service, so it should be pretty easy to work here for a little while. But eventually we're going to have to make our way back towards San Francisco, and we still got about 5 hours to go, and we have to be there by tomorrow evening. So the plan for dinner tonight is to make some soy chorizo tacos with a bunch of vegetables sauteed and all kinds of other stuff. We went to a Mexican restaurant for lunch today and picked up some cilantro, so we didn't have to buy like a whole thing of cilantro. So just got some salsas and all kind of things, and we're gonna give this a try. Decided to go for a little hike here after all those tacos. I think we need a little bit of time to digest. It was a lot of food. this is a pretty cool spot though. There's a whole bunch of campsites all around here. I don't know if we would have been able to get through that little section back there that we just walked through, but it's really quiet and just far enough away from the road that you can't even really hear the noise from the highway at all.
It's pretty nice being able to wake up and the bed instantly becomes the office.
Spot ended up working out really well last night, just absolutely gorgeous, surrounded by mountains in every direction out here in the desert. It was super quiet, the temperature was perfect last night, it's perfect this morning as well. Plus the internet out here has been perfect. We've been able to work without any issues all morning here, and the night sky last night was really something special. You could see the Milky Way all the way across the sky. It was pretty incredible. Pretty nice view from the office.
My normal office is a converted garage. Very nice space, but it does not compare to this.
Probably a good time to mention that this video is sponsored. It's sponsored by a company called Ridge Wallets. They make minimalist wallet designs, basically as an alternative to the traditional style leather wallet. I've been using this guy for a couple of months at this point, and I absolutely love it. I love that I've been able to transition from a bulky old leather wallet to something that's a lot smaller and much more comfortable to carry around with me. Definitely recommend checking them out, guys. I'm going to put a link in the description below to their website. If you use the promo code ELEMENT, you can get a 10% discount on anything in their store as well, so be sure to check them out. Thanks again, Ridge, for sponsoring this video.
Welcome to California.
Made it back. It's been a couple of days at this point, just kind of been settling back into the urban van life, I guess you could say. The city life here, definitely pretty different from being out in the middle of nowhere in Nevada. It's been pretty hot here in San Francisco actually the past couple of days, and it's not like really hot, but for some reason it always feels a lot warmer than it actually is in the city, and the same goes when it starts to get cold as well. It always feels a lot colder than the actual temperature will say, and I don't really know why that is. I don't know if it's like the environment or the altitude or like the different changes in elevation. I have no idea, or the bay maybe, the proximity of the water maybe. I've no clue what it is, but it's been a really hot day today. I've been walking around a lot and I'm sweating my butt off here. I've also been kind of getting used to parking on weird angles again. Like, I didn't really have to do that for the past month or so, so once I got back here, it's really hard to find flat parking in this city. I know I've mentioned that before, particularly at night, but even during the day today, and like this morning, for example, I wanted to park near this Starbucks that I like to go to in the city, but I didn't want to go there all day. I wanted to work in the morning from the van and then go over there after lunch and spend a few hours working at the Starbucks once it got too hot to hang out in the van. And so I did that, but it was kind of weird because the only spot I could find was this like weird angle spot, so I kind of had to get used to like working like this, like I was like having a slant and like type on my computer, and it was pretty uncomfortable, I guess you could say. But yeah, like, just kind of part of being in San Francisco. There's not really a whole lot that I can do about it. It's pretty much been my life the past couple of days, like parking on weird angles and like taking naps or sleeping on like weird angles and stuff like that, but it comes with the territory. Man, it's definitely getting a bit of a workout here. Going up and down some of these hills, it's like driving on a roller coaster, but it is pretty nice to be back here in the city. I'm pretty excited. You know, I definitely have a lot planned. I know I mentioned this in the last video, a bunch of plans that I have for remodeling the interior of the van and a whole bunch of other stuff. Might be going on a little bit of an adventure tomorrow as well, which I'm planning to vlog if it does happen. It should be pretty interesting. And then Shannon and I are also planning to go to Texas at some point in October. Two of my really good friends from college are getting married, the folks that I actually stayed with when I was building out this van back in February, and so it's gonna be pretty exciting. They're having a big wedding. We're gonna do some camping as well in the area, make a little bit of an extended weekend, I guess you could say, out of it. We're gonna be there for quite a few days, so I'm really looking forward to that. Before ending the vlog, I do have quite a few new Patreon pledges to thank as well. Jane Perkins, Wes and Marcy Coop, Adventures with Rosie, Cor Vanderswart, Charmaine Isidro, Deborah Burstener, and Wing Poon. Thank you guys so much for joining the Patreon team. My support from my patrons, all of you, I can't thank you guys enough for what you do in supporting this channel and making it so that I can take the time to produce these videos every week. Thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.